Testing. 1, 2, proper modulation. Oh, hey everybody, this is Josh Runquist here for Heavy Debriefings, and I wanted to give you a few updates on what's going on with the YouTube channel, what's going on business-wise, and what's going on with my personal life, as anyone who saw the video from a couple weeks back will have noticed that it's no longer here. I'll get into that later. But to start things off, you may have noticed that I look a little bit different here. No, I still have the same ugly mug that I always have. It looks a little more presentable right now, as I have a new webcam that I'm using, and I think I look superior to the way that I used to on my old webcam. It's not perfect yet. I realized from doing a lot of research and fine-tuning everything that I need more lighting, which I hope to remedy at some point. And I hope I'll be able to do that sometime soon, whether I get another Philips LED like I have up here, whether I get a ring light or something that'll be like right here, or maybe over here, whether I do something else. I'm not entirely sure yet, but from what I understand, the more lighting that I have on myself, the more settings I can mess with, and the better the picture will look. So the fact that I'm able to get this after about a half hour, I think it's pretty decent, because when I first got it out of the box, it looked horrendous, but once I fine-tuned everything, I look, well, still my normal -6 out of 10. You may be confused and think I'm a -5 out of 10, so maybe I'm a little bit better. Business-wise, the website is down, and I don't know if I'll be able to continue using it. Long story short, when I say long story short, it's actually short. Company mergers have decided either I need to make my account free, or I have to pay 6 times as much as I used to. And I'm leaning towards the latter, if not just getting rid of the website altogether. But I would really love to know your input on that. I would love to know your feedback. Should I keep the website? Should I just bite the bullet? Should I go for a different domain? There's so many things that I'm gonna salvage from the website, since thankfully I can still do all of that. And it's very possible I might just use the free website where it'll be like heavydebriefings.blankblankblank.com. Although currently right now it's thatdrummerguy.blankblankblank.com, and that could be a blessing in disguise because I could just switch it over to Heavy Debriefings finally. I think enough people know by now that I'm not that drummer guy anymore, that I am Heavy Debriefings. But should I keep the website? Should I go through a partner and maybe do exclusive articles for someone else? Maybe do my top 10 albums of the month in written form somewhere else? Or my album reviews? There's so many different ways I can go about it. Or do you just want everything here on YouTube? That works as well too, and maybe I could just do the writing stuff and posts and comments on Instagram and Facebook. Or do I need to swallow my pride and start over with my Twitter account? Should I get TikTok? I'm not as scared about the people that run it as other people, because what are you gonna do with me? I'm not the guy you're looking for. There's so many other people that you could use for this crap. But no, seriously, I'm just looking for input, feedback, anything. Just let me know I suck doesn't help. Letting me know that I should just do whatever is comfortable for me does not help, because I've been going through this ever since this happened, and I'm at a loss, so I'm looking for additional input. Please, and thank you. As far as personal information, you may have noticed that, my another breakdown video went down, and it is for information misled by sources that I trusted. No, my mom is not dying, even though the last time I saw her, she really looked like she was, and that was back in 2019. And I saw a recent Facebook picture of her that she used for her profile picture, and it's the stuff that nightmares are made of. But basically, without trying to get too much into a fight, someone that I trusted for a long time was feeding information to my sisters. They checked out my video. They berated me in the group text chat that I wanted no part of, so much so that I wouldn't even respond to them. They started berating me. They started giving me crap for things that had nothing to do with this situation. And not my oldest sister, but my other sister was really hung up on the fact that I said that she used to be someone that is a variation on promiscuous. She took that as me still thinking she was. No, you used to be. And now you judge people that are. And coming from someone who, I don't know, paid someone to go to the prom with me because you were afraid that I was gay, shame on you. Shame on you. And my other sister, she took it to mean that anything that I said about my other sister, she took it to mean the same as her. So much so that she even thought that I called her a raging, promiscuous person, which I had a really nice giggle at. I'll leave it at that. There's so much more I could say, and I've said in the past. The Something Gives series. Perfect examples. And I do find that so funny because I held my highest sister in the highest regard in those videos, even though we had a huge falling out. Many times. I still held her in the highest regard because she was the only one in my family who didn't give me any kind of trauma. My other sister, well, this part is for you because I know you're going to be checking out this video, and you were wondering, why do you keep bringing up 2009? Why do you keep bringing up 2009? What happened in 2009? Well, back in July 4th, 2009, you and other people got into a big discussion at a place I was not at, and a lot of skeletons fell out of the closet in front of my nieces and my nephew at a young age, and hopefully that didn't haunt them, even though I know that at least 2 of my nieces and nephews have gone through a lot of mental trauma, similar to me. But all of this situation stuff that I'm going to leave you two to describe, if you want to, as it didn't happen to me. It didn't happen before I was even born. But that stuff came to light. I didn't choose sides back in 2009. I was overwhelmed with the information back in 2019 when my dad died. Undisputable evidence of all of it. But the point is, I didn't choose sides in 2009. And you just flat out stopped talking to me. Because you expect me to believe you immediately after us not even getting along at the time. And I wanted to be able to process all the information that I had heard. That wasn't good enough for you. So, you just stopped talking to me. And you haven't said a single word to me in person for almost 10 years. Unless somehow I magically see you before July 4th, 2023? Oh, I apologize. 14 years. I haven't heard your voice. So unless I magically hear from you by July 4th, 2023, it'll be 14 years since you've talked to me. Rather than just believing everything you did and turning to God to make up for all of your shortcomings, going to our brother's funeral to make right with God. I say that because you talked to no one else in our family. You avoided me like the plague, and so many other things that I would love to bring up. But I don't think it's fair to my nieces and nephews to do so. As you can tell, I'm a little bit bitter, and I'm trying to get over that. I had that stuff going on. I have the business stuff where I lost my website, and I'm trying to figure out if I should just bite the bullet and pay over $200 a month to be able to continue that. There's a lot of other stuff with my mental state going on that I haven't even gotten to. Basically, yeah, I want to take my 10th attempt at my life, and every day I keep going, it gets a little bit closer to me potentially doing that. I'm trying my best to avoid it, and I've been good for almost 5 years now, since I took my 9th attempt at my life. But with everything that's been going on with me lately, both with my mental health, my physical health, family, business, overall life situations that I've been going through, that everyone goes through, getting older, existential crises, or crisis, whatever you prefer, so many things are weighing on me at once, and I'm trying not to do anything rash, but sadly I can't rule it out either. I don't mean to end this on a bad note, so I'll try to say that I potentially have an interview coming up later this week. I haven't been getting as many interview requests lately. I'm assuming it's because so many bands are going on tour right now. Like, pretty much almost every single band put out an album in 2022. And a lot of bands are still putting out albums in 2023. But coming up in 2023 is going to be filled with so much touring that talking about albums isn't really happening as much. Although I could just be lying to myself and saying, hey, the PR just isn't calling. They're just not writing me. That could be the case as well. But regardless, I have at least one more coming up. I'm hoping that, I don't just completely give up on everything. I mean, that's why I bought this webcam. I want to be able to continue on doing what I'm doing with Backwards Marathon, my top 10 list all the way through 34 probably. I'll probably redo my top 10 of 2022 as other albums kind of slid into the top 10 since then. My other videos like I'm doing right now, even though this is kind of like a test run / me venting, as I'm sick of having to have these thoughts in my head and I don't want to talk out loud so the neighbors just think that I'm crazy talking to myself. But basically, there's a few good things, a lot of terrible things, and like the title of this video, everything is falling apart. But I got a new webcam, so hopefully I look a little bit better, and once I get more lights, hopefully I'll look even better. Or so I hope. Thank you for sticking around this long. This is Josh Runquist for Heavy Debriefings, and until my next random venting video, my top 10s, my album reviews, my interviews, or anything else that I put up here on Heavy Debriefings, this is Josh Runquist saying, see ya.